Hey everybody, and welcome back to a new episode. Today's episode is going to be a bit different than the norm, I guess. I was planning on today's episode to be a episode of me just doing the trials, but I started editing it and I realized I didn't really like how it was turning out. It's kind of boring to do a full episode on it. So instead, what we're going to be doing today is, drumroll please, working on my end chest, and specifically how I want to organize the end chest. So I think one of the most important things for playing Minecraft is your how you organize yourself. I guess how you organize your inventory, your storage. And over here, I guess actually we'll start here. Here is 27 slots. So this is basically a visual representation of my ender chest. And these are the things I've come up with so far to organize in my ender chest. So we have a box with like pumpkin pies and rockets, basically my wallet with all my valuables, wood box, dyes box, tools, blah, 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 blah. And basically what each one of these blocks counts for, I guess, is a shulker box that will sit in the ender chest. So over here, I have some of my shulker boxes. So I have like my wood box here. I've already made that one. Redstone I've already done. I switched up the food so it has rockets in it as well. And I think I'll put experience bottles in there maybe. Some lights and glass, my tools, some decorations, some dyes, my valuables, and this. So I did a little messing around in creative to kind of figure out how I want to organize some of these other boxes. So as you can see on here, I have, where is it? Stone invariants. So that is stone invariants. Now, everything you see is subject to change. You know, this box might be completely different once I'm finished. But for now, this is like the first kind of passover, or I guess run through of it. And this is what I came up with. So basically all the stones and like most of the things you can make into bricks, other than netherrack and end bricks, but I think those will be in a different shulker box, are in this shulker box here. And basically the kind of idea is that when I'm building and stuff, I hate having to go from the build and saying, oh, you know what? You know, say we have 36 oak logs. I'm not really liking how the oak logs look. What if I tried dark oak instead? You know, if I can just go quickly, grab dark oak out of one of my shulker boxes and go, okay, yeah, I like dark oak better. Now, what if I want, let's say, an anvil? I'd go to my decorations, which I don't know. There you go, and there's an anvil. I basically want to be able to have access to a majority of the blocks right away. I just find it's a lot more helpful for building. It's one of the reasons why I like using creative to build, because I can see all the blocks. They're there. I really hate having to basically just build something, think, I wonder if this looks good, and then have to take like 30 seconds, come over to the warehouse, to my storage, grab it, then go back. It just takes me out of the whole building, and it's a distraction. So I kind of want to combat that by having a majority of the blocks to build with available for me. But yeah, so that's all I've kind of done right now for the ender chest sorting. I've kind of been slacking with it, I'm not going to lie. So I am going to show you a little something that I built while you wait for me to organize my shulker boxes here. So I'll take you to the back of the warehouse, and that doesn't sound. Take you to the back of the warehouse and beat you up. But I'll take you to the front of the warehouse and show you what I've built. And hopefully when we come back here, I'll have more organized. So I'll see you over there. Okay, so just in front of me here is what I was talking about. This is what I built. It's nothing too like crazy, but I think it's nice. It's just a little wheat field. Zoom in a bit more, sorry. Just a nice little wheat field, a nice little custom apple tree. I'm pretty proud of that one, actually. I think it looks pretty cool. And then, of course, we got a little guy just sitting under the tree, just enjoying his time. You know, I think I'm going to call him Isaac because, you know, like Isaac Newton, the apple falling on his head, gravity, all that stuff. But yeah, I think it's really cool, and it kind of really fills this kind of space out really, really nicely. I don't know if you remember what it looked like before, but it was just kind of an empty space is the best way to describe it. But yeah, it fills it out real nice. And also, it's a really, really good source of wheat, which is something I need for the pumpkin pie shop. But just to kind of make like mud and stuff like that, it's just always good to have hay bales and things like that. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I really like it. It probably took me a bit too long to work on it, but I had a lot of fun. That's what it's all about, really. And that kind of leads me to the next thing I wanted to talk about. Is I think I want to do something like this every episode. Not necessarily it doesn't have to be this grand. Not that this is that grand, but just like little small things. Like as well as this, you probably didn't even notice, but I actually rebuilt this whole little forest right here. Like this is all. Oh, geez, little notification. Sorry about that. This is all like custom. Like the trees aren't custom, but I like planted the trees methodically, and just kind of like did all the grass and the berries, and then like where these like light posts are, I think I'm gonna put actual like lamp posts like we have all along Spawn. And like that's an example of one of the things that I might just do every episode, just like a 30-second clip of me putting the lampposts for like this street and that street, just like small things like that I find really fun, and it's always nice to kind of like world build like that. That's something I really enjoy in Minecraft, is just kind of piecing together different parts of the world. But yeah, like just like to talk about this forest a little more. So what it was before is there was actually a bunch of birch trees here, but they were a bit like more compact, kind of like in this little area, and they were really tight together and just didn't look as nice. So I decided to redo them in a way that it kind of frames the build a bit better when you're walking on the path. Not that when you're walking on the path you're like looking in this direction, you're kind of looking in this direction. But from the side of your eye, you can see it kind of frames it kind of nice, like if you walk here, you get a good view of B-dubs right there. It's the armor stand with the B-dubs head. If you walk right here, you can kind of still see him like that. You walk here, it's just, it makes it able, like I can't put my words together properly here. It allows you to see the build in different little tiny parts. It doesn't let you see the whole build, but it kind of complements it in a way. I'm not too sure if that makes sense, but to me that makes sense. So, but yeah, this is I think every episode there's just gonna be a little segment. It might not even be like a big segment. It might not. It's not gonna be anything grand, but I'm just gonna do something small, something to kind of bring the world together a little bit more, do a little bit of world building, right? Like I said, examples of that would be like doing the light post there, or maybe I had some plans for like right in here, so I could do that one time. Or up here, I was going to put a little cat cafe, so maybe I can, just work on that one episode. And then just some other stuff like here, maybe a fountain or something like that. Just things like that. They're really fun to do. Of course, they're not like, mega builds or anything crazy, but I think they are very important to a Minecraft world. And it just, like I said, brings everything together really, really nice. But I am going to send you back to, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to cut. Look at this. No cut needed. This is going to be all one long take. Let's go back to the warehouse here. And let me show you the progress I've done on my ender chest sorting. You are going to be amazed, trust me. I've come up with a really, really, really good idea. And I'm pretty proud of it. Yeah, so I actually haven't done anything for my ender chests. Like nothing at all. Like since the last clip, I built that over there, and I haven't done anything. I just I don't know, like writer's block, I guess. I'm not sure how to describe it, but I haven't done anything at all. And I think part of the problem is I don't know exactly what I need. I mean, I guess I've kind of started working on like this a little bit, like some natural decorations. But other than that, like I haven't done anything at all. Uh, I think I just need to start building and kind of figuring out while I build what I need in the ender chests. And I think a really good way to do that is to finish the interior of my warehouse here. You can see I already had this started. But yeah, I think I'm going to finish that and just kind of finish the interior as a whole, or at least partially finish it. You know me, I don't like to finish anything 100%. But yeah, I'll quickly just go over what I kind of want here, and then I'll probably just get to it. So the kind of idea here was that up here is going to be like an office space, you know, for like the manager of the warehouse to kind of sit at his desk all day, do his paperwork, watch football. I don't know, you know, do what managers do best, whatever that is. And then we'll probably have some like copper walkways kind of going all along here, just kind of hugging the side of the build. And have some stairways, or like a stairway, I guess, to get up to the walkway here. Probably have some maybe like pallets and stuff like that, some boxes piled up. I'm not sure if we'll get to the exterior here. This might be another example of just one of those small little things I might do one episode. But I wanted to build like a loading bay here, or like a loading dock. So I'm not sure I'll get to that. I don't think I'll do that this episode, but that will be done eventually. But the interior part, you know, all the pallets and stuff and the boxes and the orders that we ship and receive are all going to be kind of around here because they get sent through this door onto trucks or whatever. And then we get stuff from trucks through this door. So I just kind of I want to kind of show that in like some decorations and stuff like that. I'm not fully sure exactly what I'm going to do with it, but I have an idea. And that is the most important part. And the second most important part after having an idea is starting to try to get that idea down on paper, or, you know, whatever medium you're using. Just get that idea down, see what it turns into. So I'm going to get that idea down and I'm going to see what it turns into. And I will see you whenever I finish that. All right, so I've done a little bit of work to the warehouse here. And I honestly think it looks pretty alright. I finished this little office area here. And I also added just these little walkways on the side. I'm still waiting for them to age. I think I want like maybe this color and then like the next step up. Not quite the fully oxidized, but like the weathered. I forget what it's called. But yeah, and then down here I have like the pallets and the boxes. I think I have a new idea for down here. But spoiler alert, I'm not going to do it this episode. I'm not going to finish this whole thing this episode. I kind of been working on this whole area for a bit, and I'm kind of, I wouldn't say burnt out, but I just want to let it sit and kind of come up with new ideas. So I think I'm going to do all of this stuff when I work on the exterior here. But we'll take a little walk up the walkway here, up these stairs. We got little boxes here, and then this is going to keep going this way eventually. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with that side of the warehouse yet, so that's kind of just going to be left there. But I will show you my little office. So, you know, a little viewing area here, walkway. We come into the office, and yeah, look at that. I think it's nice. I feel like the desk itself might be missing something, but I'm not too sure. But we have a little like welcome mat here, you know, wipe off your shoes. We got a little bookcase / shelving unit. It's empty down there. With some like boxes with maybe some files and then some books and stuff like that to read. I'm not too sure, you know, maybe some business ledgers. I'm not quite sure. We got another like little lookout area here, so you know I can look out on my workers, make sure they're doing their job. And of course, a couple seats here for some business meetings. And then on this side, if I just, guess I can use the free cam. But yeah, there's it's my little desk. So I didn't add a seat back here because it'd be a bit too cramped. So I'll just, you know, stand here. But if I ever need to meet with anyone for any business reasons, like Rain or YSL Owen or something like that, I'll bring them up here, have a little business talk. There's a little lookout outside here, just to let some natural light in, and then have the bedroom. It's not finished. There's a little something in here, but that's not finished yet. But I kind of want to point out these. I think that's really cool detail. Those are using armor stands. And it's just kind of like, I guess, representative of what we sell. Like what Dosico, the business sells. So we got fireworks, pumpkin pies, and an iron block. Because, if you're not familiar, those are our 3 shops here. We got our scrap shop with iron, I guess copper too, but that doesn't really sell much. We got our fireworks here, and then we have our pumpkin pies. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think honestly, I did a pretty good job. There is still stuff to do, but like I said, I'm gonna let it sit for a bit, and just kind of when I'm in and around this area, maybe I'll come up with some new ideas and stuff like that. But this video is getting a bit long, so I'm gonna take you over to the maps. And the map room, and I'm gonna show you that because actually I made a new map, so I'll see you over there. All right, here we are in the map room, and the brand new map is right behind me, and it's actually, I don't know if you can see it there, the 6-month map. So that's half a year we've been playing on this server, so that's pretty cool. And let's just take a look at the changes here. So first of all, you might see the bakery, completely different. Here you can see the kind of skeleton of it. But here, completely finished. The roof looks a little bit weird, but I think it looks kind of cool. Honestly, I think it fills the space in nice, and this kind of looks cool. The connection there, and then of course we have that little wheat field that I built. You can see what it looked like before, and I know I talked about. I don't know if I can get them both in. Yeah, if you see the little like forest that was there beforehand versus the one that I kind of custom built. So I think the one I custom built looks just a little bit better, just kind of fits a little bit more. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And I think, yeah, Ethan 30, his island looks a lot cooler now. Like it was empty there, and then this is how it looked before. So it definitely looks a lot more filled out and looks a lot better on the map, I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, I think that's it. I think that's all the changes from the map. Well, I guess Rain's little hole he had there is now filled in with blackstone, and then he's got like a beacon on the bottom, which you can kind of see there. You can see the pyramid shape, and then YSL Owen obviously tore down his base there and moved kind of, would be like in this area if we had a map that extended out. So yeah, it's kind of been busy. I always like to see the monthly maps because I feel like I haven't really done much recently, but then you look at the map and it's kind of like, oh, you know what? Yeah, there actually was quite a bit done to the server. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. I wanted to do, I think I talked about this in that intro clip. I wanted to put some footage of me doing the trials, but it just wasn't entertaining. It's just, I didn't record my friend's audio, so it was me talking to, it sounds like talking to myself. I was talking to my friends, but you can't hear their response, and it didn't really make for good footage. I thought maybe I could do something with it to make it a bit better, but honestly, yeah, not too good. I think what I'll do is I'll just go solo into a trial, one of these episodes, and show you that. I'm sure, you've already seen a lot of footage of the trials, so it's not that big of a deal, but I will get some footage of me doing a trial eventually. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.